Let me start with the difference between a letter of authority and a letter of executorship. So a letter of authority, it's issued when the total assets or the gross value of the assets are not more than 250,000. And in that particular estate, master's representative is appointed in that estate. Note that part. And then when a letter of executorship is issued, in that particular estate, an executor is appointed always. So the difference between the two, it's the values of the total assets.
Okay.
If the total assets of the deceased are more than 250,000, in that particular instance, a letter of executorship will be issued. So a number of people mostly they make that mistake of saying or applying or going to court and say, no, I need a letter of authority, instead of saying I need a letter of executorship. So determining that part, we calculate the total assets of the deceased. For an example, if the deceased had a car and a house, and those two, they are totaling 200,000, a letter of authority will be issued in that particular instance. Okay. And then if maybe, for an example, the deceased had a house and all the other things, and then the total or the gross value thereof, it's 500,000. In that particular instance, a letter of executorship will be issued. So make no mistake of finding yourself with a letter of authority instead of a letter of executorship, because it will give you problems when you now need to administer or wind up the estate. Maybe you want to sell the house, and that house is worth 300,000, and you have a letter of authority. You won't be able to transfer that house from the deceased to the beneficiaries or the